Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Today we have a technical session regarding SAS. So I'll be start from the introduction of SAS. Okay, SAS is Syntactically Awesome Style Sheet, which is developed in 2007 by Hampton Catlin, and it's a preprocessor for CSS, which is like we can use any project for better workflow and for maintaining our style sheets. And why we use SAS. So SAS allow us to write clean CSS, and also we all know that CSS on its is very fun, but style sheets are getting larger and more complex and harder to maintain. So this is where the preprocessor can help. So that's why we use SAS. Also, it reduces the repetition of CSS. Also, it creates more margeable, reusable, compact style sheets, and it also took less time to apply it on project. And the next one is the two format convention of SAS and SCSS. Uh, Initially, SAS was the part of preprocessor called Haml, designed and written by Ruby developers. So that's why there is no it's similar like Ruby. It has no like semicolons, brackets, or it just have the declaration of the text and all that. But in that time from the very beginning we are seeing this type of SAS. But when the ACSS comes in with version 3 in May 2010, it introducing a whole new syntax called SCSS for our SASE CSS. This syntax aimed at closing the gap between SAS and CSS by bringing a CSS friendly syntax. SCSS is closer to CSS than SAS. Now, how to install SCSS with Gulp? There are many ways to install SAS. I have showing here one simple way to install SAS with Gulp. First of all, we have to run those commands in our project. Then we have to add this Gulp file. Then we have to run this gulp.build command. If we run this command, it will automatically generate CSS as per as SAS. Okay. SAS features. SAS has five features. Primary features, which is variables, nesting, mixins, extent, and partials. We will give a very basic of those features. Variables is a way to store information that you want to reuse through your style sheet. So you can store anything like colors, numbers, hexa values, strings, or text boolean values, or even value list. Here in the example you can see we have used two variable with name font stacked for font family and primary color for a color, and we have used it in body part. And if we also want to use it like in our footer part or like in our header part, then we don't have to memorize those numbers or style or font family. We just can call the variables and we can use it in our project. Yeah. Nesting. So SAS will let you nest your CSS selector in a way that follows the that follows the CSS that follows the HTML rules. Like we can select here we have select the UL, LI, and a selector inside the nav selector, which is easy to read and very organized. So in SAS we can use it, but in CSS we have to took long selector to or to pick a to do a simple thing. So I think it's very easy to use. mixins. Uh, a mixin so will let you make a group of CSS declaration that you want to reuse throughout your sites. You can even pass in values to make your mixins more flexible. Here, if we want to like create a mixin, first of all we have to first of all we have to write this like mixin declare directive, and then we have to give a name, and here we have also like put a parameter in the parentheses, so we can change the value if we want to change it. And if we want to use it in our code, then we have to like declare it with the include and the name, so then we can use it in our project. Okay. Then extend or inheritance. This is one of the like most useful features of SAS. Using extend, we can share a set of properties from our selectors to other selectors. Here like we have a create we have create that this part of like this part of our message will be extend in message success or errors and warnings, because we have extend it in those classes. And then we didn't use this we didn't extend it, that's why it will be not reflected anywhere. Yeah. uh, Partial allows us to create partial file to module and organize CSS module. If it's a very it's a help us to organize our code. It's like our full global CSS. And for like if we want to work with our header, we can create a header file, and for sidebar we can create another sidebar for pages as this way we can like easily find out where I have to change or where I have to modify if anyone want to change it. So basically these parts are this those are the partial classes for this SAS file. And we have used like a underscore as it SAS will know it's a partial SAS, so uh, it will go there, inherit there, and then it will compile to our CSS file. Then and for creating partials, so it can be done in two steps. Like for create partial, we have to use those underscore. Here style.css is our main SAS file, and those are the like our partial classes. As we started with our with underscore, so it will automatically know that this is those are the partial files of this file. And for like add it into our main SAS, so we have to run those codes. Like we have to import those for like here we have used those color dot SAS partial files, so we have used like import colors. So in this way we can use this partial which is very helpful for our project. And also SAS has more features like operators. We can like we can resize, or we can give size any of our tasked with through, or if we want to use variables using variables. Then here we have like give the width like 500 pixel, and then we have give the width 100 pixel. If we want to use the content width, then we have like we can just using our SAS operator, and we can use this with any other places throughout the variables. And if we want to play with SAS, we can use the SAS minster. Here we can like see how uh, the codes are like changes from SAS to CSS. So here for the parent class we have like create for one child and two child we have fixed the height is auto, and here we can see in the CSS that the those class get that the height auto, and that's it. Yeah, yeah, thank you everyone for joining.
Yeah, thanks, Jeba. It was a nice presentation. Very straightforward, but I mean, all the information is there. So thank you. You collect most of the information what actually needed. So thanks again. Thanks for the.
Yeah, nice presentation, Zeba. So, guys, if you have any queries or questions, you can, I think, you can ask her.
Yeah.
Mhm. Anyone? It looks like no one has any questions, guys.
Yeah, I think all understand.
Yeah, yeah, it was a nice presentation though. So for now, there's nothing from my side.
Okay.
Uh,
Hello, Jema. Thank you.
yeah.
Actually, it was a really good presentation, and actually,
Yeah,
you covered almost all things. So, thanks a lot. I have no questions, though.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Okay, then in that case, I think if you all find any queries or if you want to know something more about SCSS or anything like related to those parts, please do reach out to her or us, and we will definitely help you out or guide you on those parts. Okay, so please,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
yeah. Okay, I think we can end this session over here if there are no other things to discuss. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jeba.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jeba.
Bye.
Bye.